Welcome to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
We're recording this week's program right here in the Palacio de Congresos, the exhibition centre in Marbella. And why? Well, because on the top floor we have a foreigners department, a place where we foreigners can go and ask for information and help. And we've got a space that we can go and work in, give a little chat in. And a lot of us don't know how much the town hall does for us foreigners, or that there even is a foreigners department. And that's why this week we're recording Marbella Now from here. Join me, I'll show you the way up. And here we are, the Foreigners Department in the Palacio de Congresos. Little set that I've made myself here with our international flags. And this is where you guys are all welcome to come for information, share your information, give a chat, anything. But come by, find out for yourself. Let's get on with the show. I'm delighted to welcome as our first guest a very familiar face on Marbella Now, Barbara Garcia Fes. She is German-Spanish mix and she is Marbella Translators. And I can never say it enough. People who do their own translations at home, you're really not giving yourself the best opportunity if it's for business or something serious, because first impressions really count. You don't want people laughing at you of how you've translated something and detracting from the quality of your product or your service. So Barbara, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Nicole. Nice to be here with you again.
It's always nice to see you. We coincide quite a lot at different events, but I see that your business, since we started chatting years ago, is just growing and growing and growing. And fortunately, people are appreciating the importance of translation, not just say translating a menu or a website, but also you now offer services to help people when they have to go to maybe even a community meeting and they want to be involved but they can't. So congratulations, first of all. Really impressive.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
You started, I was curious to see, and we've never spoken about this before and I can't believe it, you actually worked in MAPFRE Insurance for years in Madrid.
Exactly.
And it's through that and the contact with the people and all those services that you did that you realized there was kind of like a gap there. Tell us a little bit how you had this flash inspiration to open up Marbella Translators.
Yeah, well, as you said, my professional career started as a translator working for MAPFRE, very big Spanish insurance company in Madrid in their head offices. I was translating from German and English into Spanish insurance policies, so I was completely into that world. I worked there for 8 years. Then I moved to Andalusia because of love, of the love. That is the best reason to move to a new place.
It is.
And then I started again working for MAPFRE, but as a sales promoter. I had to learn how to sell, and I had to make my selling teams and go out and sell with them. And this is how I started loving sales, because it's something that is very difficult to achieve, but super interesting. I've always been a very curious person. And at a point later, when we moved to Marbella, I started thinking of launching my own business, and I thought it was a very good mix to mix languages and my knowledge about sales. So looking for the people's needs is something I love, and this is how we started already 15 years ago.
Goes by quickly, doesn't it?
Exactly, and now I can say I have very big team of professional translators and interpreters, and we are really improving day by day. We are very high rated by our clients, and our goal is to be not only the reference translation agency in Marbella, but in the whole country. So
or the world, why not?
The world, of
why
course,
not? You cover
of
so
course.
many languages, and I think
Yeah.
it's interesting hearing your history, because a lot of people have this tendency to see someone who's really successful and think, oh gosh, they're so lucky. And yet when you think about it, I think most people's lives, it's the jobs you do through your life that suddenly are the experience that you needed to actually realize your own dream for yourself, as opposed to working for someone all those years with MAPFRE, then learning how to do sales, manage a team, everything has led to this moment of you being able to cope with this basically little empire that you've put together.
I tell you, it was a very hard time for me, because coming from being a translator and coming to Andalusia and having to sell and show to other people how to sell, it was very hard, but I'm so thankful that I did that, because that has turned me in the person I am nowadays. And this is very important for any business, to know what the client's needs are and to help them, to support them. I consider myself a honest person. I love what I do. I'm completely devoted to my company. And I think this is also the difference. When you work with people who love what they do, as it's your case.
It's easy. It becomes easy.
It's easy. It comes naturally, and things come out at the end.
Your whole business basically is dedicated to communication, and I think a lot of people forget that communication is actually a two-way street, because not only are you translating, but you're listening, as you say, to those needs, what's coming up and where people are finding those difficulties. And I know a lot of people who want to go to, say, the community annual meetings, they want to have a say, and I don't think they realize that they have that opportunity, for example, to contact someone like Marbella Translators and get someone to actually go sit in the meeting, tell them what's happening, be able to speak for them. I mean, I love that service.
Yeah, we're improving and including year after year new services. Interpretation at community meetings is something we've done for many years. We even install translation booth, so people can hear with their headphones what the translator translates. But one of the last services we're offering is relocation service. And it's very nice that we are here at the Palacio de Congresos, because it's dedicated to expats that come to Marbella. We have a lot, 140 different nationalities, to help them, for example, to find a school, to make their interviews, any administrative...
all those electricity and all those things that are so complicated if you don't speak the language.
Exactly. Anything that
Conversations with a telephone company, for example. No, if you have to do a negotiation with your phone line and you can't make yourself understood, these are the type of things you can help with.
Talk to the bank, go to the notary, translate all your birth certificates, all your documents. We also make sworn official translations into 25 languages. So we try to cover all the language needs that someone can have. And we are very proud to say that Marbella is one of the best cities in the world for expats and to work with languages.
And what a dream for a language translation company that covers 25 languages, to be in a community that has that diversity, and but we all have similar needs. So at the end of the day, we all need to do the same things, no matter where we're from. We have to get sure that we're on the padron, that we're getting our rubbish collected, and we know what's going on.
Exactly, or maybe you have to go to court. Sometimes it happens that you have problems, and you need someone who assists you with the language. Not only with the language, this is maybe the difference. We try to put our heart and come with people and help them and do it with love and
I know that you've been doing...
It's not just business, it's helping.
Yeah, I know from just talking to you to help people out on a Sunday at God knows what hours.
I love
because
that.
They just needed it, and that sense of satisfaction that, okay, you solved a problem, you helped someone. I've got goosebumps, it's lovely.
This is somehow in me, and I need that. I love helping people.
It's genuine, and I think that's what's so lovely. You put your genuine heart behind it. And we're talking about genuine. We don't really know what is genuine anymore. For example, I think we should talk about what you were mentioning with the AI in translation, because this is a new thing that's going on. In fact, one of the topics of the United Nationalities of Marbella Summit this year on the 16th of November here at the Palacio de Congressos from 10 till 3. Book your place now, free, interactive. But we're actually going to address AI, how it relates to our kids and at home, but also to parents and at work, because it really is, there's no stopping this now. So how are you approaching the AI?
Well, we've suffered an incredible advance. It's improving day by day. We've all seen that, and in our profession, it's even bigger because, well, we have Google Translate already some years ago, and it's getting day by day better. It's turning into a very interesting and important tool for translators, because it makes work easier for us. You can have a first approach to a text, translate very quickly something that is easy and repetitive. But the point, a very important point, is that the heart and the brain of the translator is still needed. AI has improved very much, but they still cannot get into the culture of a country. They cannot really understand the public to whom this translation is directed. That is very important, the situation. If you're talking about COVID, for example, in a certain country, if you know what has been going on, you translate it differently that if you have no idea. So yeah, we're very optimistic, and we think it will be a tool. No one can stop that. You can't just say, no, I don't use that, because that wouldn't be realistic. But to be sure that, yeah, automatic translation will only substitute a bad translator, someone who translates word by word.
And it isn't that way. You have to get, as you say, the heart, the sense, the meaning.
Of course, the culture, knowing your target, knowing your public, and many times what your client wants. Even being a human, very often we have to talk to clients to know exactly what is their public, what do they want to sell. I mean, it's much deeper than just translating words. It's
I agree, 100%.
Communicating a whole brand. In the case, for example, of the translation of a website, it's not just word by word.
I mean, I was translating just a little text yesterday from the United Nationalities to put into Spanish, and I realized that the last words I said in English didn't come out when I translated it.
Yeah.
And I speak good Spanish and I speak perfect English, but I still couldn't get it. And it's like, no, you just need that little touch of the person who has all those words, all that domination to get the right meaning.
It's very useful, as you said. You can do that, just the first brrr,
but then you have to get into it.
Of course, someone who speaks the language has to do a revision, and you always change things. That's the reality.
Yeah. And you've got a new website, so covering 25 languages. You launch your new website.
Yes.
Your social media, so we need to like, share, follow. How do we go about that?
Yeah, we are launching our new website, image, logo, everything by the end of this week, beginning of next week. We are doing a very big effort in social media, personal branding, and we've introduced, like I said, not only this brand new relocation service, but also copywriting in direct in languages, in English or in Russian
or Swedish or
whatever. So we're trying to to adapt to people's needs and to become day by day better. So please follow us on Instagram, Marbella Translators, Facebook, and well, anything you need on our website, or my phone number per WhatsApp.
Always available.
Always available.
Always available.
Really.
Barbara, lovely to catch up, and just lovely to hear how you've progressed, and that now you're actually not only promoting everybody else and making a husband, but you're also going in and putting time into your own image, which you certainly a very good reputation. And I'm delighted for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me here, Nicole.
Always a pleasure.
Really,
Always
a pleasure. Thank you.
Barbara Garcia Fess, who is Marbella Translators. Don't go away because we're back in just a moment.